Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff today. I'm reviewing the song All My Friends by LCD Soundsystem. This is part of my ongoing series where I'm listening to songs that come from albums that are on Rolling Stone magazine's list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. The way the series works is I usually do 2 reaction videos for songs off the album, and then eventually I'll go and listen to the rest of the album on my own, and I'll come back and let you know what I thought. So at this point, we are at number 433 on the list, which is LCD Soundsystem's Sound of Silver, which was released by DFA/Capitol in 2007. So, about the album, Rolling Stone says James Murphy had proven his kung fu as the most badass electro-funk producer in Clubland, but not even fierce fans dreamed he'd make a masterpiece like Sound of Silver. Every track sounded like a different band's greatest hit, from the political punk goof North American Scum to the synth-pop breakup lament Someone Great. The song for the ages was All My Friends, which we're going to listen to today. Huge, sweeping, ferociously emotional with disco keyboards and rock guitars, pulsing as Murphy looked back on a youth of killer parties and silent mornings. So, to my knowledge, I don't think I've ever heard anything from LCD Soundsystem, although I have heard of the artist. It's a very unique name. You don't forget something like that. So, heard of the artist. Don't think I've ever heard any of their music. So, going in mostly blind and just hoping for a good song. With that, I say we jump right in. Let's do it. LCD Soundsystem, All My Friends. Here we go. Wow, I like that a whole lot. I can see why that song was so popular. And like just this video from YouTube that I clicked on has like 2.6 million views. Yes, it was uploaded 16 years ago, which I guess was 2007. Jesus Christ, I'm old. Okay, so yeah, but no, I really really like that. So that was fantastic. Really, it did not feel like almost 8 minutes long, because I think what happens is that throughout the song, he's adding, or the artist, whoever, is adding like another layer of instrumentation. So it starts out with that really cool piano, and that piano follows you throughout the entire song, or I guess keyboard or whatever it is, right? But as the song goes on, they keep adding more and more layers to it. The bass comes in, the drums come in, the vocals come in. You get some guitar that comes in, some like synthesizer, some more keyboard comes in. There's just so many different layers, and they kind of add it progressively as the song goes on. That it's like you never get bored. Like the sound continuously changes while you still have, underlying notes and underlying rhythms. The sound changes enough throughout the song to kind of keep you engaged, right? So yeah, I really like that one a whole lot. Let's break it down piece by piece like we always do, of course, starting with the lyrics. So it says here that taken from the acclaimed Sound of Silver, LCD Soundsystem's second single is a restless raver that has the inadvertent ring of a killer's track recorded while the band holidayed in Ibiza. You would have to feel for the keyboard player too. The song is built upon a metronomic one-note line played at an incessant 140 BPM for the duration. I was just thinking, like, if they played this live, that'd be really hard for that keyboard player, because it's, again, almost 8 minutes long, and that note goes throughout the entire song. Which at 4 minutes would require an impressive level of stamina. The song displays a level of repetition that krautrock pioneers can and knew would be proud of. Murphy treats us to his usual observational wit with lyrics such as "It comes apart the way it does in bad films." The song acts as a comment on friendship's highs and lows to a soundtrack that is New Order doing kraut funk by way of New York club scene. Monotonous but fun. I feel like whoever wrote this was maybe a little bit up their own ass, but like, it's fine. But yeah, I feel like I got a little bit of, I've only listened to a tiny bit of New Order, but I definitely feel like I got more New Order than I did The Killers from this one. So anyway, let's take a look at those lyrics. So that's how it starts. The way he said that's how it starts, it really reminded me of, I want to say it's a 1975 song. This is how it starts. She's got a boyfriend anyway. I forget the name of the song, but yeah, it reminds me because it's almost saying the same way. That's how it starts. We go back to your house, you check the charts, and start to figure it out. And if it's crowded, all the better, because we know we're going to be up late. But if you're worried about the weather, then you picked the wrong place to stay. That's how it starts. And so it starts, you switch the engine on, we set controls for the heart of the sun. One of the ways that we show our age, and if the sun comes up, if the sun comes up, if the sun comes up, and I still don't want to stagger home, then it's the memory of our betters that are keeping us on our feet. You spent the first 5 years trying to get with the plan, and the next 5 years trying to be with your friends again. Oh, you're talking 45 turns just as fast as you can. Yeah, I know it gets tired, but it gets better when we pretend. So yeah, I mean, I think Rolling Stone touched on it, I think, in their review, right, was that it was about the youth, and of course about growing up. I think it starts out having fun, going to a crowded like bar or club or what have you, but then very much so it starts talking about, like, again, like you try to have your 5 year plan, like let's get the business done, and then this 5 years I really want to focus on just being with my friends, and by the time you look up, you're 45 years old, right? 45 turns just as fast as you can. And so it's just like time flies, we all know that. It comes apart the way it does in bad films, except the part where the moral kicks in. Though when we're running out of the drugs and the conversation's grinding away, I wouldn't trade one stupid decision for another 5 years of life. I love that. So it's like enjoy it while you got it, right? Again, time flies. You're gonna look down, and by the time you look up, you're 45 years old. You know, where did the time go? It's like, but at the same time, you got to have fun with it. And I wouldn't trade that fun for, extending my life by 5 years. It's like, let's have fun now while we're young, while we're alive, that kind of thing. You drop the first 10 years just as fast as you can, and the next 10 people who are trying to be polite. When you're blowing 85 days in the middle of France, yeah, I know it gets tired, only where are your friends tonight? So, again, live while you got it, I think is kind of what he's saying here. And your friends now may not be your friends forever. And to tell the truth, oh, this could be the last time, so here we go. Like a sails force into the night, and if I made a fool, if I made a fool, if I made a fool on the road, there's always this, and if I'm sued into submission, I can still come home to this, and with a face like a dad and a laughable stand, you can sleep on the plane or review what you said. When you're drunk and the kids look impossibly tanned, you think over and over, hey, I'm finally dead. Oh, if the trip and the plan come apart in your hand, you can turn it on yourself, you ridiculous clown. You forgot what you meant when you read what you said, and you always knew you were tired. But then, where are your friends tonight? Where are your friends tonight? Where are your friends tonight? If I could see all my friends tonight, if I could see all my friends tonight, if I could see all my friends tonight, if I could see all my friends tonight. So yeah, again, I think it is very much about like being young, having fun, enjoying the moment that you are young, enjoying your youth, because life flies by, and before you know it, you'll be a father, you'll be older, you'll be on the other side of youth, I suppose. So, yeah, honestly, very relatable lyrics. And even as I was listening, like the song, the line that stuck out to me the most was when he said, like, I wouldn't trade one rash decision for 5 extra years of life. Again, like, I'm having fun now. I'm enjoying life while I can. Not worrying about how many years I got left, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I mean, a great message. Again, very relatable, I think, to a lot of people. So really enjoyed this one lyrically. I'm going to give it 2 big thumbs up. As far as instrumentation and vocals go, really like the vocal style here, very reminiscent of 2000s pop rock. I mean, I think he did a great job with it. But I think where the song really stands out to me is instrumentally. Again, you get that very repetitive keyboard from start to finish. But I like it. It was repetitive in a really good way, and it's a great sound. And I think part of that is that it is played like at such a fevered pace that it just like gives you no chance to catch your breath, which I think really works in this sort of almost 8-minute song, right? But again, what I really liked about the song is that throughout the song itself, they added more and more later. So again, it starts out with just like the piano, right, the keyboard, and then they bring in the drums, they bring in the bass, they bring in the vocals, and by the time you get to the end of the song, you've heard all those instruments and the vocals, but then you've also heard like guitar, you've also heard an additional keyboard. You've heard a few different elements that just keep the song fresh and interesting throughout, despite the fact that it does have repetitive elements in it. So yeah, I mean, I just had a great time listening to this one. It was a very fun listen. I was kind of jamming out the entire time. So really great time with the lyrics, the vocals and the instrumentation. 2 big thumbs up there for me as well. As far as replay value goes, this one is definitely making the playlist. I just had a great time listening to it. Honestly, on top of that, it is a great introduction to LCD Soundsystem for me, because again, I don't think I've ever heard any of their songs until now. So like this song makes me want to hear more songs from them. So really great kind of first pick here. And as always, I'm just hoping to hear some more. So this is hitting the playlist. Can't wait to listen to it again. I'm giving it 2 big thumbs up for replay value. Overall, a fantastic song and another great entry into this series. That's the thing, like, having not listened to a whole lot of popular music, obviously this list is going to be comprised of a lot of popular music. And so finally a chance to kind of see what I've been missing out on all these years. So anyway, if you enjoyed the music as much as I did, of course, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. And if you enjoyed what you saw here on the channel today, consider supporting the channel. Just do all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. All that stuff really helps me out. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video and hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.